Eto na mga boss, kakapasok lang na balita. Grabe si VP Sara, natakot, nagulat sa sinabi ni Luistro. Sumurrender na si Duterte, panalo na sa impeachment base sa impormasyong nakalap natin sa social media. Mismong si House Lead Prosecutor Congresswoman Jinky Luistro nang nagsalita na panalo na sa impeachment ang mga prosecutor matapos matakot sa trial si Vice President Sara Duterte. Hudyat na daw to ng kanyang pag-surrender, impeach na siya automatic sa pwesto. Kaya ito sabay-sabay nating panoorin kung paano si Vice President Sara Duterte grabe natakot, nagulat sa sinabi ni House Lead Prosecutor Attorney Congresswoman Jinky Luistro. Sumurrender na si Duterte, panalo na sa impeachment. Tara, panoorin natin to.
We are victorious. Tagumpay ang prosecution. Tagumpay ang taong bayan. Because we have waited for this impeachment trial for so long. And it is happening right now. That alone, we claim victory for what happened today. Hindi po kami talo. As a matter of fact, we are very much happy because impeachment is happening now. The impeachment trial is happening now. That is the most important part of what happened today. We were able to witness na nangyayari na kung ano ang mandato ng Constitution. And we claim that as a victory for the prosecution because the trial is happening already. Good afternoon. So finally, nag-umpisa na ang impeachment trial. We would like to express our commendation, of course, to the impeachment court for responding to the mandate of the Constitution. This is a win for the Filipino people because the accountability mechanism is happening, the Constitution is being followed, no? So natapos na po ngayon ang opening statement na magkabilang party, the prosecution and the defense. Also, na-address din po yung mga naiwang concerns during the pre-trial conference. And tomorrow, finally, we will be starting the presentation of evidence. I understand na na-pronounce na din ng impeachment court the sequence or order of presentation of articles submitted by the prosecution. And tomorrow, we will be starting the presentation of evidence for the first article to be presented. And of course, that is threat. Okay? So, nagpapasalamat tayo sa lahat ng mga sumuporta at sumusuporta sa buong prosecution team. Kasama na of course ang ating mga private prosecutors, ang ating mga kasama sa House of Representatives, including our spokespersons. Maraming salamat higit sa taong bayan na tumutok at patuloy na susubaybay. Because again, ito pong impeachment na ito, this is not for me. This is not for Kongchel. Para po ito sa sambayanang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Kongchel, we will now entertain questions. Tina?
There seems to be an impression po na parang talo yung prosecution kanina because of the issue sa entry of plea, dun sa threshold, and BIR box. Can you please explain?
About the entry of plea, it was our position to place it on record na ang gusto talaga namin ay magkaroon ng formal entry of plea. We understand the position of the impeachment court that an entry of plea of not guilty is deemed from the filing of the answer of the respondent. We understand that. But it was our intention really to place it on record, regardless of the decision of the impeachment court, to make it more organized, to make it more responsive to the mandate of the Constitution, and to make it consistent with the rules, including the past impeachment process. About the BIR box, we likewise understand the position of the impeachment court. Nevertheless, we filed a new request for issuance of subpoena, and that pertains to an expanded list of documents of the BIR, not only the ITR, which we believe are contained in the documents because that sealed BIR box was submitted to us in the HREP because of our issuance of subpoena of income tax returns, no? About the threshold, tanggap po ng prosecution na talagang debatable ito, no? As to how we're going to interpret the threshold for conviction, which the Constitution says 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. Merong arguments for 16, merong arguments na it should be based on the number of senators who are attending in the impeachment proceedings, no? Ang importante, maliwanag ang posisyon ng impeachment court, and for the prosecution, regardless of how we interpret the threshold, we are of course committed to present the evidence and conclude with a successful result of this impeachment trial.
Ma'am, dun sa impression na parang talo kayo sa day one.
Hindi po kami talo. As a matter of fact, we are very much happy because impeachment is happening now. The impeachment trial is happening now. That is the most important part of what happened today. We were able to witness na nangyayari na kung ano ang mandato ng Constitution. And we claim that as a victory for the prosecution because the trial is happening already.
May dagdag ko lang po, masyado po maaga na magsalita ng kung sino nanalo o natalo. This is only the first day of the trial. And this is only the first day of the trial. At yung mga napag-usapan ay mga preliminary matters pa lang. Ang importante at ang panawagan natin sa lahat ay tingnan natin at suriin natin yung ebidensya na mailalatag sa mga darating pa na araw at linggo. Ang paghuhusga natin ng impeachment ay wala naman sa mga incidents na yon, kung hindi, kung napatunayan ba yung mga paratang na nandyan sa articles of impeachment. At tulad ng napakagandang sinabi ni Chair kanina sa kanyang opening statement, we are ready to prove the allegations of the articles of impeachment. Thank you.
Regarding dun sa parang ang kinakausap daw po ni Atty. Sheila, sabi niyo po kayo instead na i-address sa court yung mga tanong. Pero sir, ang focus ko yung parang sinasabi niya na tinatanong niya na meron na bang witness na pwedeng i-presenta yung prosecution today. When in fact, ngayon pa lang i-issue yung subpoena. What do you make of that po?
Well, para mailagay natin sa maayos na konteksto, basic kasi sa courtroom decorum na kung yung isang abogado ay hindi niya pwedeng ipagtanungan o i-examine yung kalaban niyang abogado. Kung meron man siyang tanong, ay dapat sa husgado niya i-direct. At kung may gusto malaman ang court sa mga lawyers, ang court ang dapat magtatanong kung sa tingin ng court ay relevant yung question. Kaya ako nagsalita kanina ay dahil napansin natin na nauna nang nagsabi si si Presiding Officer Senator Escudero sa kanya na wag nga magtanong sa kalaban, and yet I felt that it was being repeated by the Defense Counsel.
Sir, regarding dun sa tinatanong niya kung ready na ba yung prosecution na magpresenta ng ebidensya or ng witness, when in fact yung court ngayon pa lang mag-i-issue ng subpoena. What do you make of that, sir? Parang is this somewhat of a strategy to portray na parang ready sila?
Hindi ko alam kasi ang tanong nga niya kung handa raw kami magpresenta ng testigo ngayon. Ang issue nga ay hindi pa nga nailalabas ang subpoena para sa mga uupong testigo bukas. Kaya para sa akin, it was not the kind of question that required an answer. Dahil obvious naman eh.
Ano ba yung parang pa-pogi lang?
Wala.
So, maliwanag naman yung sinabi na ating mga magagaling na mga prosecutors, no? Una, to allay the notion that ang nanalo o natalo ang prosecution, mali po yun. No? Dahil ang nangyari po ngayong araw na ito ay nakita naman natin na nag-umpisa ang trial. No? Napaka daming kwento before the trial started because maraming stories na hindi daw ito matutuloy at meron daw kung ano-anong mga lumalabas na kwento. Pangalawa, susugan ko rin yung sinabi ni Kong Chel at saka ni Congresswoman Jinky tungkol dito sa BIR box. No? Yes, totoo, binalik ang BIR box. But this does not mean na nawala na yung evidentiary value nitong ebidensyang ito. Because at the proper time, ibabalik po ito, i-offer po ulit ito ng ating prosecution at hopefully the court will admit this as an evidence. So sa ngayon ay nandyan lang yan, no? At hindi naman nawawala yung kanyang value as an evidence. So as the trial progress, I'm sure no marami pang mga itutulak ang ating prosecution para mapagtiba yung articles of impeachment against the respondent.
Iniutos po ng Senate Impeachment Court na maglabas sila ng subpoena sa dalawang opisyal ng NBI. Gaano po mahalaga yung testimonya ng dalawang NBI agents sa kaso po ng Article 4 ng impeachment?
Ayun na lang po.
Hindi, nga. There are questions na mahirap masagot because hindi pwedeng sagutin because these are part of the legal strategies and of course merits na rin yan ng yeah. So the reason why ang tanong ay bakit sinabpina yung
Yung Senate Impeachment Court sa dalawang agents?
mahalaga yung magiging testimonya nitong mga sinampinang ito doon sa kaso sa grave threats, no? This is Article 4. And ito ay magpapatibay doon sa allegations na nakasaad dito sa Article number 4. Nang sa ganon ay mabuo, no, yung kwento na pinatotohanan lahat po ng nakasaad dito sa allegation na ito.
Hello po, Lance po from Bosch. Ask ko lang po regarding dun sa BIR box. Was it unexpected from the prosecution side yung decision ng korte na ipabalik ito sa BIR? Is it something na inasahan o hindi inasahan? And how optimistic po kayo dun sa posibilidad na maibabalik din sa Senado yung box and magagamit siya sa election?
Hindi ko po inasahan personally yun because I have always believed that this is the impeachment court, no? And the mandate of the Constitution should always prevail over any other statute. Yung confidentiality, dun yun napapaloob sa provision ng National Internal Revenue Code, no? But what we are trying to address here is our obligation under the Constitution about accountability mechanism. At meron sinasabi sa batas, if there's a conflict between the Constitution and any statute, the Constitution must always prevail, no? Nevertheless, we respect the impeachment court. And as far as that decision is concerned, and we remain hopeful na makikita natin lahat ng BIR documents. And like what I said earlier, meron tayong bagong request for issuance of subpoena which pertains to an expanded list of documents of the BIR. Hindi na lamang ITR, kung hindi maraming dokumento which will be coming from the BIR. We are hoping na ito ay maaksyonan ng BIR once the subpoena is issued by the impeachment court.
Ang follow-up lang that, do you think it would be challenging para maibalik yung box dito sa Senado at madami siya?
Wait lang mga boss, sa lahat ng solid supporter na sumusuporta sa channel na ito, maraming salamat po. Gusto ko lang kayong invite sa bago nating YouTube channel. Nasa comment section yung link ng bago nating YouTube channel. I-click nyo lang yan para makapag-subscribe. Kaya tara, panoorin na ulit natin to.
Doon sa expanded list na na-mention ko kanina, subject matter ng bagong request for issuance of subpoena to BIR, part of that expanded list is the ITR. the ITRs which are, we believe, are inside the sealed BIR box, no? So kung magkakaroon ng positive result, itong ating motion for issuance of subpoena, duces tecum, no? Pertaining to expanded list, hindi na lang ITR at marami pang iba, no? Then it will address also our challenge with respect to the opening of the BIR box.
Follow-up lang po dun sa question po, patungkol po sa BIR box. But siguro to laymanize lang po, how do you appreciate the reasoning of the impeachment court in returning the box to the BIR? Di ba po nasa pre-trial brief nyo naman po, nilista nyo po yung BIR box as among the documentary evidence that the prosecution seeks to present?
The least I can say is, nag-iingat din ang impeachment court, no? Because alam naman natin na meron talagang issue, merong question, merong challenge under the National Internal Revenue Code as to whether or not pwede bang i-disclose ang mga BIR records. Nevertheless, like what I said earlier, baligtad yon sa aking inaasahan because we believe that impeachment court should give paramount importance to the accountability mechanism, no? Pero regardless of that, we respect and accept the decision of the impeachment court, and we remain hopeful that through the new request for subpoena of expanded list, ay eventually makikita din natin yan at ma-present din natin sa court, masasama natin sa mga ebidensya.
Dagdag lang po, please lang po. From a legal standpoint lang po, what does the prosecution view as wins in today's trial? Given na yung mga ibang akong motions kanina, medyo hindi siya necessarily favorable sa prosecution.
We are victorious. Tagumpay ang prosecution. Tagumpay ang taong bayan. Because we have waited for this impeachment trial for so long. And it is happening right now. That alone, we claim victory for what happened today.
Pagod na si Chair.
I was supposed to ask si Kong Chel nga po. Clarification lang po, yung request niyo for subpoena for an expanded list concerning BIR documents, na-i-file na po ba ito? Because I understand yung sa banks, you filed a new one this afternoon.
Today.
Yung sa BIR po ba, filed na rin po ba ito? Yung expanded list sa BIR?
Ang na-file earlier today ay yung subpoena request for the banks, bank documents, for the records from the Anti-Money Laundering Council. Basically yon. And then, as I understand it, there was another request for subpoena that was also filed later this afternoon. Yan yung sa BIR naman po.
So po, filed na po. Filed na po yung motion. Tapos yung sa, balikan ko lang po yung sa, kasi there was an exchange of yung opening arguments. Yung prosecution kasi, democracy dies when violence begins. And yung sa kabila naman po, they were saying, up until now, no, the prosecution has failed to present any evidence against the Vice President. How do you respond lang po dun sa kanilang opening arguments?
Merits yan eh. Si Kong Ace na sasagot niya.
Abangan ayan ay tatalakayin mismo sa trial. Kaya abangan na lang natin.
I will refer my question na lang po. Were they able to dispute the things that you alleged dun sa inyong opening argument?
Wala po sa amin na maghusga ng ganyan. Dapat kayo ang maghuhusga at ang sambayan ng Pilipino.
Ano ang husga nyo? Baligtad eh, kami ang nagtanong. Ano?
Hello po, Agatha Gregorio from ABS-CBN News. Naging usapin nga po yung transparency in this trial with talks of the executive session and then yun nga po about yung pagpo-post sa webpage ng lahat ng nag-file. How important po ba is transparency and would you consider this a win for the prosecution panel in relation to the question?
Napakahalaga ng transparency, lalong-lalo na sa impeachment case. Alam naman natin lahat na ito ay pinapanood ng buong Pilipinas. At kung hindi naman nila masasabayan yung mga dokumento, yung mga argumento na nasa loob ng record ng ating impeachment court, mas mahihirapan silang intindihin at unawain yung mga nangyayari. Kaya maganda rin yung mga explainers natin tungkol sa mga bawat hearing. Dahil kanina nga napansin nyo, yung ibang mga salitang legal. At kailangan pati ang media sana ay makahanap din kayo ng paraan para sa simpleng mga salita ay maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan.
I'm sorry, I'll follow up lang po sa BIR box. You said it was expanded list nga po ng tax records. Ibig sabihin po ba, so not just touch the merits, kung ano yung babalik na sinampina ninyo, posibleng mas mabigat pa yung laman nun kaysa sa laman ng salyadong BIR box?
Mas marami. Mas marami yung nire-request namin na BIR records compared dun sa nilalaman ng sealed BIR box if we will be basing it on the subpoena which was issued by the Justice Committee. What I remember, when we issued the subpoena, we were requesting for the ITR of the respondent and the husband, no? I understand that this time around, lahat ng ITR and BIR records pertaining to the respondent, the husband, and even the companies they own.
Generically, why the decision po na lahatin na this time?
Because we need that to be able to support the articles of impeachment, no? Siyempre, pagka nag-present tayo ng kaso, we want to present the clear picture, the complete picture. Hindi pwedeng partial lang. Hindi pwedeng a certain portion lang of the story. We need to present the entire, complete story of what happened. And that is why we are requesting for all the pertinent records of the Bureau of Internal Revenue.
Ito, Congs, ganang hapon. Sa opening statement po ng defense kanina, na-reiterate po or na-emphasize po that the Vice President was elected by 32 million Filipinos, and then sinasabi nga po na overwhelming daw po yung boto na po sa kanya, and yet the prosecution seeks to remove the Vice President na binoto nga po ng ganun daw karaming tao. Paano nyo na po i-assess yung parang sinasabi daw po kasi second attempt na raw po na i-remove ang isang Vice President na binoto nga daw po ng ganun karami?
Ayan, pwede ko sagutin yung
Ayan.
hindi legal eh.
Sige.
Well, unang-una, hindi naman license yung 32 million votes, no, na mag-commit tayo ng mga paglabag sa batas, lalong-lalo na kung ikaw ay isang public officer, di ba? Nakasaad sa ating saligang batas na merong mga accountability mechanism na kung saan merong mga pananagutan na dapat harapin ang mga public officer kung merong silang nilabag na batas o mga alituntunin sa ating saligang batas. So, this will not change what do you call this? Yung ano ng isang akusado kapag siya ay hindi humarap sa isang accountability mechanism, no? This goes the same to all impeachable officers kasi kaya nga meron ito sa ating constitution dahil paano natin mapapanagot ang mga makapangyarihan sa ating gobyerno kung wala nito? Diba? Does that mean because you're the most powerful person in the government and because you were able to get X amount of votes, does that give you a license to commit all these violations? Sa akin palagay, medyo hindi yun ang intensyon nung gumawa ng ating saligang batas. Kaya nga nilagay ito is because para proteksyonan ang ating mga ang interest ng ating mga mamamayang Pilipino doon sa mga maaring pag-abuso o hindi kaya pag-violate ng ating mga opisyal sa gobyerno na matataas ang mga tungkulin.
Muli pong, sorry, follow up na po. Muli pong binanggit yung fishing expedition 2.0 daw po, sabi po nila.
Never na nag-fishing expedition ang House. What we did are all in accordance with what is provided in the rules on impeachment, the Constitution, and even the existing jurisprudence. In fact, I always say, we followed the rules to the letters. Ibig sabihin, hanggang sa kaliit-liit ang punto ng rules, sinunod ng House of Representatives. The House of Representatives never delve on fishing expedition. Everything that we did is legal, constitutional, lawful.
Do you still expect the Vice President to show up ngayong first day absent na? Or hindi po siya sumipot?
Well, una, balikan ko yung earlier question ninyo ha. May magandang desisyon ang ating Supreme Court. Sabi nilang ganon, wala naman pwedeng mangyaring prosecution kung walang naunang investigasyon. Ang House ang may kapangyarihan na mag-initiate ng prosecution ng impeachment case. At ngayon, pagka naituloy yun, kami ang nagiging prosecutor. Paano naman kami magpo-prosecute ng kaso kung walang nangyaring investigasyon? Ngayon, yung sinasabi nila, pareho lang daw yung fishing expedition sa investigasyon. Hindi totoo yun. Ang pag-iimbestiga ay talagang bahagi ng tungkulin ng House. Kung titingnan natin yung Constitution mismo, nakalagay doon, pag umabot yung complaint sa Committee on Justice, kailangan magkaroon ng hearing. Pag sinabi natin hearing, ano pa nga ba yun kung hindi yung pagtitingin ng ebidensya? So we really have consistently maintained that there is no such thing as fishing expedition.
Yes. Good afternoon, Kong. Attorney Reyes Del Rosario. I'd just like to ask about yung sa threshold requirement because the presiding officer was very firm that he said na they will follow the 2/3 of all members unless you question it before the Supreme Court. Meron na po bang plano on the part of the Congress to question it before the Supreme Court? And at what stage of the proceeding will this happen, if ever?
Wala pa pong napag-usapan ng House. Ang importante, the prosecution team is committed to prosecute regardless of the number of threshold, no? 16 man yan, 15 man yan, 14 man yan, we are confident that our evidence is strong.
Last question po. On the part of the presiding officer as well, kanina po, they spent a significant amount of time debating doon sa legality of choosing a presiding officer. Do you think that will affect in any way the prosecution's case? Iba-iba yung presiding officer.
I don't think that will have any effect on the prosecution's case. Basta tuloy pa rin ang gagawin namin pagpe-present ng ebidensya.
Kayo na po pinagkitin nyo na never kayo nag-fishing expedition, pero nag-mini trial po kayo. Kasi isa po yun sa niresume kanina.
That is not a mini trial. I have repeatedly said that. That is merely a clarificatory hearing pursuant to Section 7 of the Rules of Impeachment and pursuant to Article 11 of the Constitution. Both the Constitution and the Rules on Impeachment requires hearing. And to be specific, that is a clarificatory hearing for the purpose of determining probable cause and never to conduct a trial to substitute what is happening now in the Senate.
So, sinasabi nyo ngayon na never nyo pong nabanggit yung mini trial doon sa inyong mga press con.
Your question is misleading. I understand na ginamit yan ng mga prosecution before that issue was raised, but the only intention is to make the public understand about the difference between the proceeding in the Senate, which is the trial, and the proceeding in the House, which is a clarificatory hearing. It was raised to go against the proceeding that happened in the House, and I wish to state for the record, we never conducted a trial. Whether it is a trial or a mini trial, that is not the case. What happened in the House is simply a clarificatory hearing for the purpose of determining probable cause pursuant to Section 7 of the House Rules on Impeachment.
Nasa sa Senate yan bilang impeachment court and it's really up to them.
Pero do you think this will delay the process?
wala kami nakikitang dahilan kung bakit hindi tuloy-tuloy na yung paglilitis ng kaso.
Ngayon, ikaw bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento mo sa ibaba at ating pong babasahin isa-isa.